Hi everyone, and thanks for clicking on today's video. I am Nay, and guys, on today's video I am going to be telling you guys about dating in the USA. Yes guys, it is a juicy video, and guys, please, if you want to keep seeing more of this content, please endeavor to subscribe and hit on the notification box. Whenever I upload the video, you will be the first to know. Most of my subscribers have not hit on that notification bell, so each time I upload a video they rarely get it, and they're like, oh, we have not been seeing your videos. So to be able to see my videos, guys, please hit on that notification bell so you'll be able to see my videos. So yes guys, I'm going to be talking about dating abroad. So I remember some weeks ago when I uploaded a video about my friend's wedding, and in that video I was ranting about like dating abroad. And so one of my subscribers was like, man, why don't you tell us about like how dating abroad is, like the entire thing. And yes guys, I answered that call. I'm going to be telling you guys how dating abroad is, or what dating abroad looks like. And guys, before we get into this video, please make sure you subscribe. So guys, dating abroad it's complex. It's more complex than dating back home in Cameroon. I'm going to use the example of Cameroon. Most of my videos I use the example of Cameroon in Africa because that's where I come from, so that's why I use that example. So dating in the US is pretty complex because like the US is a country that is very they have like, their social life is terrible. They have a terrible social life. Their social life is zero, so you rarely meet people, you rarely interact with people also, because back home, right, you can get married to your neighbor's cousin, something, because maybe they came for holidays, and since you're always in your neighbor's house or saw you guys met each other, you liked each other. Oh, you go to church in Cameroon, you meet somebody. Like, there are so many avenues in Cameroon to meet people. Like, oh, maybe you guys left school together, you guys are in the same choir in church, you guys play in the same soccer team, in the quarter, or is your friend's brother. Like, in Cameroon, like, matchmaking is just easy. You just see, oh, your mother be like, oh, I have a friend that has a son that is looking for a wife, and boom, you have a husband already. Like, in Cameroon it's really easy for you to meet like a significant other, or to date people, because your friend group has a brother, this person has this, like, because the social life in Cameroon is booming, guys. Like, the social life in Cameroon is pretty active, so it makes it easy for you to find a partner. So looking at it, when it comes to the USA, guys, it is really hard. First off, like, the first bad thing about it all is that no social life. How can you meet people? The only way maybe you meet somebody is when you go to work, and that's how you meet people. That's why people claim that like cheating, or most people who are in America, they cheat with most their co-workers, because guys, they spend most of their life or most of their time with those people. So there's a high possibility that that too can be true, you know. So like, it's really difficult to meet people here. You don't even know your next door neighbor, you don't know anything, so it's really hard. So the way people date here is basically like, they use apps. There are lots of apps now that they use to meet like loved ones. I think there's Tinder, there's Bumble. I don't know like those apps, but I know that those are apps, those are dating platforms where most people just go online and then they put in their information. After you've put in your information, you put in like your likes or so. If this person likes you, okay, I don't know if they're clicking to right or they're clicking to the left, because I've never used any of those platforms, but that is how dating in the States is like most of the things is like the platform, and that's how people meet their significant others. How do you call it? Like Instagram, Facebook, like almost everything is done online. Like, people, that's how most at times people here in the States meet each other, because like, you don't meet people, you don't interact with people. Most of the times everything is online, so that is how it is done here. And guys, like, dating abroad is hard. It is hard, it is demanding, it is extremely hard. Okay, for example, when I say it is hard, is because everybody in America is working, right? Like, creating that time to bond with each other is really difficult, because you have a shift to catch, the other person has a shift to catch. It is unlike Cameroon, where you know that your weekends are always free. You guys will have like that time to bond. Like, here you have to be intentional about making your relationship work. If you're not intentional about making your relationship work, guys, that relationship will crash. Yes, it will crash. Like, it is so, like, life in America is stressful. everything in America is stressful. So the only time that you have, you'll be having that time to sleep rather than thinking that you're supposed to be using that time to like create relationships. And that is the mistake we make, because the same effort we put in our jobs is the same effort we should put into our relationships. But guys, most at times we don't do that. So that is the first part about like how like the entire scenario of dating in America is mostly done through like social media. It is mostly done like on like all these apps, like where you go to, you meet people, and that's how it is. And that's why most of the times, I'm not say like most of the cases I heard when it comes to like these dating apps, guys, like I really don't get like I've never really heard like good feedbacks. It's rare. It's like rarely, like let's just say 2 out of 10 that people say, oh wow, they actually made, they got married and things like that. It is really really rare. So it's so complex. It is unlike in Cameroon that if you end up getting married to your mother's friend's son, whatever, however the connection is, right? If you have a problem, the entire family is there. They are there to settle that problem. They're there to make sure that things go. But here, nobody. It's like it's individualistic. Everybody's minding their business. Everyone minding their business. Oh, this relationship is this. Oh, like it's hard, guys. Like here, it's hard. So that is like how the entire dating thing, like that's the dating space and the dating arena, that is how it works in this side of the world. And then okay, fine, looking at it from the aspect that you have succeeded out of like the bunch, out of going out, coming in, struggling, putting pictures, going up, posting back and forth, you find somebody. Finding that person, you might think, oh my god, you found the one, only to come and realize that you may be like that person doesn't like you. Like, guys, it's just so crazy. It is draining. Like dating in America it's like a whole job on its own. Like it is so draining, it is demanding. You meet somebody that you like, that person doesn't like you, or you just discover that this person has a trait you don't like, you cannot go forward with this person. Like my god, I never thought like it was this difficult till I moved into the States. You have other people, other guys who claim that, oh, they're in their baby boy era. You have to be the one that takes care of them, you have to be the one that treats them out, you have to be the one that pays for their stuff. Like I've seen in pitching this, I don't see shaggy. Like in America, you will see everything. Like you see the bad, the good, and the ugly. Like it is rare to find like a good man that wants to invest in you, that wants to invest his time, his resources into you, that is attentive or listen to your needs. Like it's hard. Most of the times, like here, when men see ladies that are doing financially fine, those are the ladies they want to cling to, because oh fine, they'll be like, oh okay fine, in case I go short, this one can take care of me. Like I I just want to say, I mean, it's not the word I want to use, but I'm gonna just come out and say it. Like marriage in America is just like, it's kind of a social contract. Like it's just like, it's a business. How can I even, it's a social contract, yes, but it's more of a business. Like, okay, fine, I'm gaining from this lady and she's gaining from you. Understand? Like, we are both gaining from each other. I don't know if I'm making sense, but most of the times, like, that is how that is how like it appears to be to me. Like, that is how I see it, because you really find. I remember one time one of my uncle was telling me that, oh, love is like, get love is not, it's not really an important factor. You should make sure that when you want to get married, look for somebody that can take care of you, look for somebody that has his shit going, look for somebody that is stable, look for somebody that has a good job also. I mean, which is all good, but forgetting the fact that if I don't have like an iota of like towards this person, how are we going to make this work? Like, I don't know, because I need to be with somebody that, at least even when we cannot stand each other, at least I know that, okay, fine, I that small like is still there. I don't know if I'm making sense, but here most of the times they don't really care about that. If you have the money, I have the money, okay, fine, we are good to go. Like, it's just about, I understand that it's the way the society is set up that makes people like want all this, that makes people look for those kind of partners. I guess that is part of the society, but guys, in general, like, I'm not gonna lie to you, in as much as the society is putting that pressure on us to look for those kind of men or to look for those kind of partners, guys, don't people say love is a scam? Like, love is some, like, in every relationship you need a little amount of love to be able to make that work. Though you need all the stability and everything, but you need just a little amount of love to be able to make that work. Because, like, you have all, in America, everybody works, right? You have the money, he has the money. So you guys, all you guys have is just that stability. And so, like, I mean, have like that kind of a little likeness towards that person. In some situations, that when all that money and everything is, when all the money and everything cannot sustain that relationship, at least you know that you it's that like that keeps you guys together. I don't know if I'm making sense, but I'm not even in a position to be giving advice. But what I'm saying is, at least I believe that love is still something that at least should have like a place, or should have place when it comes to like relationship and marriage. And yes, going to my next point, I also wanted to touch or talk about like African, or like Africans in the diaspora, or African men in the diaspora. Guys, like the way African society has been built, like talking out, like looking at, I'm not targeting men, please, but looking at the African society and looking at how they bring up most men that are brought up in Africa, or Cameroon in particular, guys, they don't train men to help women in the kitchen. They don't train men to do like this domestic chores. Also, they don't, like, they believe that the woman's place is in the kitchen, and which is, it's okay, guys. Like for me, I understand. I mean, that's me. I know, for example, that, I mean, not for example, I know for a fact that there is class. I mean, like there is structure when it comes to a home, that normally the guy is the head and then the woman is whatever that is. But that does not still give men the room to think that they cannot help their wives, because back home the scenario is different, the dynamics are different. In Cameroon, if I go to work, if your wife is a teacher, she works just 3 days in a week. It's okay that she cleans the house, she washes your clothes, she prepares this. She's always ready to attend to your needs. You don't have to do anything in the house, guys. But you cannot carry that same mentality from Africa and bring to the USA, guys. Men, please, when you move to the States, help your wives. It is different, it is difficult. The society itself is difficult. And then coming back home, that your wife has to do everything. She has to cook, she has to clean. You expect your wife to do the same thing she used to do back home in Cameroon for you. While you guys are in the States, guys, it's gonna crash. Your marriage will crash. You will lose your marriage, because here you have to give a helping hand. I'm not saying that you should do everything for your wife, no, but at least give her that helping hand. Be that helping hand. If you see that, oh, okay, fine, she's getting the kids ready for school, okay, you can jump into the kitchen, make breakfast for the kids. If you see that, oh, she's cooking and all of you guys came back from work late, or if she's making the sauce, you can pour the rice. Like, just give her that helping hand. It makes, that's how people work in this country. If you're carrying like your, I am the man from Cameroon, and you're bringing it into the States, I'm sorry to burst your bubbles, your relationship will crumble. So if you want a good relationship in Africa, I mean in America, as an African man, or as an African man that you claim you are, please, guys, make sure, be willing. If you want your relationship to thrive in America, please be willing to give your wife a helping hand. And as I said on that video I posted that time, please, women too, please, 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 please. I know that you've come to America, you're making money. You used to be back home in Cameroon where you're solely dependent on your husband for everything. And moving to America has given you that freedom of expression. It has given you that freedom of so many things. You can now you can make your own money. You don't need your husband's money. Do not forget the fact that when you were back home, that guy was taking care of you. So when you're making your own money, when you're making your own money, ladies, bring it into the house. You assist to do things in the house. Don't let your husband carry all the responsibilities by himself. So your money should also get into their money. Spend your money to do little things around the house. Don't say your money is your money all by yourself. In most cases, that is what I've seen that brings problems, like between people, or between African couples in the States, because most of the time the men are not willing to give a helping hand. Okay, and fine, even when the men give the helping hand, sometimes the women, like, they take advantage of it. So I beg you people out there, both men and women, we are all humans. We need each other to grow. So if your man is giving his best, you to give your best if you want your relationship to grow. So just in America, please, guys, if you are in a relationship, if you're aspiring to be in a relationship, you have to be intentional, and you also have to know the kind of man you're looking for. If you're in a relationship, you have to be intentional on making that relationship work. You have to be determined in giving that relationship your all. If you're aspiring to be in a relationship, you have to shine your eye. You have to look very well for the kind of man you want, and I pray that God gives you that kind of man you want. And yeah, guys, pretty much that's it. It is not easy. Like, dating generally here in the States is not easy, but it's something that can be done. You just have to be determined to make, like, whatever it is, whatever relationship you are in, work. The same amount of energy you put into your job, invest that kind of energy to in your relationship if you want to see the relationship thrive. I know I'm not in any no, I'm not qualified. I know I'm not certified to give that kind of, to give this kind of advice, but guys, these are just my 2 cents thought, and this is what I think, or this is like my perspective of how dating in the USA looks like. Well, I hope you enjoyed this rant of mine. And yeah, guys, thank you guys so much. And please remember to keep your thoughts down in the comment section. Tell me what you think. Give me your thoughts, guys. Like, what do you think? Was I making sense? Was I not making sense? Like, whatever I think, guys, please let me, like, if the points that I was bringing up they don't make sense to you, put them down in the comment section, guys. I want to know your thoughts. Thank you guys so much. I hope you enjoyed this one, and see you all on my next one. Bye.